Hey guys, this is Droid 10 here. I'm doing a Star Wars talk. This is episode 2, along with Trey.
Hello.
Our topic today is, well, we probably have multiple topics, but we'll get into them. They'll fit in here somewhere. Anyway, um, shoot. Oh yeah. How is the Star Wars universe so technological if it's a long time ago? I don't get it.
Well, I think I do.
That's what you said before the video.
And my answer
Is
that the galaxy could, even if it was but like if Earth time and on our planet was like dinosaurs,
yeah.
their galaxy would still be their advanced because each galaxy doesn't specifically follow a certain time. One galaxy can be formed and have already interplanetary life forms already flying all around it, while that another galaxy can just be starting out on.
I don't care for that topic. I gotta think of a good one that's not sucky. I got an idea. You know how some clone troopers are like the jet troopers, how they have like the jetpacks and stuff?
Yes.
Why didn't they just give all the clone troopers jetpacks?
Well, I believe that's a requirement of suiting up a clone trooper because.
Well, I mean, it makes sense because, well, if all clone troopers had jetpacks or not even grappling hooks, but if they had jetpacks, they'd be able to do a lot more stuff easily. I don't get why they didn't just
do have a point there. My argument against that would be probably because if say
you have nothing, I win. No, I'm just kidding.
No, seriously, a clone trooper, a jet trooper cannot carry like a machine gun or any type of bombs because that would allow.
But now think of this: get a couple of jet troopers. That's kind of a stupid idea. I guess if you got a couple of jet troopers, you can carry a machine gun or whatever. But that would take like forever. Like, okay, so say you were going up a mountain while shooting things. I mean, you'd have to have like 5 jet troopers holding it while you're shooting the gun.
Yeah, so basically that would not work. And plus, any type of detonator that they have on them would be possible for if they were to get pushed back by some force. Then the heat on the jetpacks can easily hit those detonators and
ignite them.
Practically a suicide.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. But then again, if they flew in the clouds, they wouldn't be easily spotted because their armor is white. Along with jet troopers.
But think about it, Trevor. Think about it. That if they do that, how much fuel exactly would that take, and also how much energy would that take in order to use all those jetpacks and manufacture them all to be able to do that?
Okay, here, look at it this way. Okay, have you ever heard of a Star Wars ship running out of fuel?
Well, I heard that. Well, actually, about that. Remember that episode of Star Wars Clone Wars, the Zilla Beast Part 1?
No, there was only one part, I thought.
No, there's 2 parters.
Really? Hang on, let me look. Because I have them all. I have all of them.
I checked it out on
Netflix. Kids. Me. Star Wars. Oops, wrong one. Star Wars, Clone Wars. What season was it? I think it was 2. I want to say it was 2. But maybe it was 3. I might have to skip around a little bit. Hang on. Nope, that's not it. Oh. No, I have to play it from the beginning. That's why. Play it from here. so that's the okay, so that's all the Camino episodes. Okay. We've got the Survivor Oppressive couple. That's the one where the bounty hunters capture the girl. That's the same one. This is the one where Padme goes to yada yada yada. Okay. Oh, come on. I gotta find it somewhere. I don't think it's in season 3.
Maybe.
Hang on, now that I think about it, I can probably check in on StarWars.com because they have a history, Star Wars.com. Now, if I explore a little bit, I can probably find it. Maybe had to have been a couple seasons back, so maybe 4. Water War. Water War was season 4, so it couldn't have been season 4. Season 3. Hang on, season 3 trailer should have the Zilla. It would have the Zilla Beast in it. Heh.
So anyway,
buffering. Come on, buffer faster.
Add more to the conversation now.
Oh, this is the one with the freaking Wookiee. It is season 2. I'm pretty sure.
What's freaking?
Bah, humbug. Okay, so what about it was something about the Zilla Beast episode? Oh yeah, we were checking if it was 2 parts. I don't really. Whatever. What happened in the Zilla Beast? You're right. It was 2 parts.
Okay, now I can say it. The Zilla Beast part 1. The Republic needed the treaty with the with Doug's because the Republic were running out of fuel for their armadas.
It was 2.
No, it was 1.
No, it was 2 episodes.
Yeah, there was 2 episodes. Yes.
Zilla Beast and the Zilla Beast Strikes Back. The Empire Strikes Back. The Zilla Beast Strikes Back. Funny.
Anyway, the Zilla Beast part 1. Well, the Republic needed the fuel from the Doug's home world because since that the Republic said that Chancellor Palpatine said that they needed their fuel in order to keep the Republic Armada
really?
going.
Huh.
Because they were losing fuel.
They were losing fuel. They didn't run out.
They didn't run out, but still, they were losing fuel fast. And if they were to not get a treaty with the Dugs, they were to come to a halt with their entire army. Sure. Maybe not their entire army, but
the army in the system.
The main armada to be able to attack separatist planets.
Yeah.
Would completely stop, and it would allow the Separatists an easy advantage because, well, the Republic cannot even move.
Yeah.
Without having to sacrifice a big load of public fuel.
Yeah.
Because the Republic society in general it's not running low on fuel, but the Republic Army's share is, and if they were not to get a treaty with the Dugs, they were to basically having to take fuel away from their society, basically making people riot.
Yeah.
You know, like the one where that the people were, like that episode where that the people were saying that the Jedi became corrupted and saying that they're no longer peacekeepers that they thought they were, but...
Yeah, it was in season 6, I think, too.
Yeah.
No, it was in season 5. It was in season 5. Because Ahsoka ran away on the last episode of season 5. And it was during that episode, or that trilogy right there.
Yeah.
During that trilogy, she left. So it makes no sense that, it makes no sense that it doesn't. She was okay. They were riding, and then she was fighting. Doesn't make sense that she left the Jedi Order during that trilogy. So I mean, if she left, because she was protesting, and then she left for the same reason, because since the public didn't trust the Jedi, she was framed by Varys, it was Varys, and then she left. That was the end of season 5. I don't really know what that has to do with anything.
That's not the end of season 5, but the end of season 5 was actually when the truth finally came out, and Varys was discovered to be the one who has plotted it all out.
Who killed the one girl? I can't remember her name. The one that had the nanites thing, the bomb.
I know. She was intimidated to having to feed her husband that. I mean, the power of intimidation is quite powerful if you are having some sort of powers. Then
force. The force can really. The force can help with that, the manipulation thing.
And if she was to disobey, things could get pretty ugly with like force, pull and push.
Mm-hmm.
Swing into the wall.
Well, and as you saw in the episode, I mean, she did die, so. I mean, it did. It did have consequences when it did happen. When she told Ahsoka, or was going to tell Ahsoka.
She got force choked by Varys.
But I mean, even during the battle on Umbara and with Varys, all the Jedi were turning against the Jedi Order, or the Republic at least, because it wasn't one. I can't even say it. It wasn't what it was once before. I can't really remember what they exactly said, but
for what I believe, why was the Republic citizens were trying to turn against the Jedi Order was probably because due to them seeing that the Jedi for too long has been fighting, not keeping the peace.
Yeah.
Because although they're trying to keep the peace, the people sees them only as warmongers because they have lightsabers and they have to just push all these droids around and.
Yeah.
So basically, the people like that, they would be like scared. I mean, mostly it's out of fear, I believe, that they despise the Jedi Order, because they see them as no longer as the Force-keeping peacekeepers that they are. I mean, they believe that peacekeepers shouldn't have a weapon at all.
Which is kind of stupid because, I mean, you kind of hard to explain, but you do need something
to defend yourself. I know. I mean, it's not like anyone's willing to give up their life, especially in a type of show that practically has no heaven.
Sure.
I mean, if you have listened close enough, the Force is not heaven. It is basically your soul gets completely mutilated and it's no longer you.
Sure.
So why would anyone want to lay down their life simply because they are a peacekeeper and they are not allowed to carry weapons? Seriously,
who will want to let carry weapons? Then they're kind of doomed because
because practically even the most smallest of bandits can be able to kill you.
Sure.
So the citizens are probably only frightened or just simply tired of war that they are accusing the Jedi of the war, because I believe that the citizenry also believes that the Jedi, some of the Jedi ways probably encourages the war.
Yeah, in a way.
Because actually, probably some of the senators that joined the Separatists probably doesn't like the Jedi really, because to allow the Jedi to have almost complete control over the military and be able to
The reason the Jedi are fighting in the war because they want to keep the peace.
Yes, but the people...
They can't keep the peace at home.
So basically the people... But the reason why the people are disagreeing with that is that they see them wielding lightsabers and killing droids and possibly even enemy generals if that's necessary.
Well, I mean... Killing droids isn't all that bad because it's not a
still, it's still violence. I mean, droids versus clones, and the clones are the ones spilling blood, and if the Clone Wars showed any blood or gore, well, it would get pretty bloody out there.
Well, I mean, the bullets are made of plasma.
Yeah, and they can melt through a human body.
It's not really bloody. Because it just burns through it.
Yeah, but still, it can leave quite a nasty mark and such, and even you know that the Separatists and the Republic will have to fight versus have to fight each other.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the Jedi, I mean, the thought of the Jedi using a force push to throw a droid away sort of makes someone feel uncomfortable being around them because they can, at 1 second, they can be suddenly they can be force pushed and suddenly there can be something behind there, even something like a wooden stick, and they would be impaled.
Yeah.
Because the Force, even the Force can be able to, even with a little pressure on a weak point on a body, can be able to destroy droids, blow them up. So
it's because some of the droids that they use are sensitive.
So not only do people are already intimidated and fears the Force for what it is, but also they see the Jedi who are using it, they are just fighting the war, and they believe that, hey, the Jedi are supposed to keep the peace. Why aren't they keeping the peace? Like, why are they fighting against the Separatists? Why should they be fighting at all? They should be keeping the Republic and Separatists together and happy and yada yada yada.
I don't think they're saying exactly that, but
still, but that's basically what a peacekeeper does. A peacekeeper is supposed to keep the peace between multiple societies, right? Keeping them from having to spill blood and such.
Obviously, the Jedi didn't do a very good job of that.
Well, that's because they have to be able to defend the Republic, and since they're part of the Republic, they have to take action.
Well, still, it didn't go very well. The fight between the Trade Federation, really, not the Trade Federation, the Separatists. Sorry, I'm tired a little bit. Anyway, the fight between them, it kind of started because of their ally, not because of the actual Separatists, because of the allies. Or the Sith, really.
Well, Count Dooku created the Separatists, so I believe the people of that, why the galaxy side, why those who faithfully side with Count Dooku is because they
don't know that he created the Separatists.
No, they believe in his intentions are good, and frankly, Count Dooku tried to use his powers not simply to control everything, but politically.
Yeah.
He technically does rule a country. Not a country, a entire galactic community.
Galactic community.
And, well, he's basically the ruler of it, so he has to be able to do all these decisions.
He has to keep the peace between his society. The Jedi have to keep the peace between their society and
people of the Separatists believe, and the people who faithfully sided with the Separatists believes in Count Dooku's goals
But they don't know his intentions, as in
But they do not know of his inner intentions, the rise of the Empire. They don't know anything about that. They just only know that the propaganda that Count Dooku flings around the air. And besides, one thing that the Separatist has is that Count Dooku's Separatist almost seems completely clean because he never shown any type of dealing with the underworld, like the underworld criminals.
Which the Republic hasn't either.
Well, actually, no. The Republic is quite corrupted in the underworld of Coruscant. Otherwise, the Coruscant would be clean entirely.
Yeah.
If the Republic did not deal with the underworld, well, the Coruscant would be completely clean, top to bottom.
Mm-hmm.
And considering that it is not, and there's little crime lords down there, crime families and such.
Yes, I don't know. I know a couple of them.
Like Zero the Hutt?
Yeah, Zero. Actually, I think he lives up on top.
No, Zero the
lives
Hutt
up because you know how the buildings are like facing downwards, sorta. In the underworld. But dude, if in the one episode, and actually in the Clone Wars movie, you can see the sky from it. You can see the sky from like
the under place of Coruscant.
You can't see it from under. You can't see it from the underworld, but you can see it from the overworld. Really, I guess you can call it the overworld. I mean.
Yeah, but still,
his house is his area.
Although, but still, crime lords are a big thing in the Coruscant. I mean,
I want to say the Pikes are part of live in the Coruscant area, but I don't think so.
No, they don't live in Coruscant, but Zero the Hutt definitely did live in the top part of Coruscant.
Exactly, did.
He did. But ultimately, he did a stupid move.
And screwed up.
Frankly, that is an easy fail on there, but that means that the Republic does allow this to happen. I mean, if the Republic was not dealing with a criminal underworld inside Coruscant,
they would have a huge problem.
Then Cad Bane, when that he tried to be able to steal information from the Jedi Temple and of the mapping and such, he would not be able to succeed with being able to have such a good lab to be able to do it from and having all this happen and nobody noticing, because if the Republic were to be completely clean, the clone troopers, the clone troopers and the Social Security would easily notice it and go into action, while that the people try to call for help or even try to stop Cad Bane in some way if they're brave enough.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's really that brave. But well, yeah,
still, if they were part of the civil protection or something, they would definitely take action.
Officers and such, like.
I mean, seriously, Cad Bane literally took a ship into the middle of public. Wrapped 2 droids in it and flew away without anyone even noticing or even taking a peek at it.
Well, really, it's a high security area. It's a high security area. It's the capital.
And yet, Cad Bane was able to get away with 2 droids in the back of his car.
That one! I thought you were talking about the one where he assaults the Senate.
No, I mean the one where that he was able to grab,
he grabbed C-3PO
on the back of his car and fly away.
His floating car. Hey guys, thank you guys for watching this episode of Star Wars Talk. The next episode will be out shortly.